Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday night simulcast show. I'm your host tonight, John Curran. Action from, well, Delaware Park. Our simulcast show is days we don't race. And again, tomorrow we're going to show the Wednesday night show once again on Thursday until we get live racing on Thursdays, which will happen on Thursday, July 16th. Right now, it's just Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday with the first post of 1:15. And don't forget, coming up, we have the Delaware Oaks on July 4th. A pretty good card for that, I assume. We have some good stake races surrounding it. And our feature, the Delaware Handicap, that'll be coming up on Saturday, July the 11th. But for today's racing, we're going to start with a nice maiden field to open things up there. A field of 12 was entered. We have a scratch of the 6 horse, as you'll see the horses right now coming up on your screen. And a nice purchase by the Jacksons for $585,000 at the two-year-old and training sale. The one, Jeopardy James, has run twice, actually debuted here at Delaware Park last year, finishing second. That'll be the second choice over the 2 Ego Man, or I should say under the 2, the 2-to-1 favorite. Let's watch today's opener. Fast and the turf labeled good. Just about set. And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. Spinster Road breaks well. On the outside, that's Slugger on the move. Miami Mumbles is right there. Eagle Man toward the inside and rushing up with the rail. Quickly, Jeopardy James into contention. There's a scrimmage for that lead. Jeopardy James on the inside. Eagle Man on the outside. They've opened up about 2 lengths on the rest of them. Miami Mumbles is there with King Nekia. Also right there, down toward the inside, that's Tides of War. Spinster Road is among that group. Then a gap of about 4 lengths further back to Suppress as they make their way into the turn. 4 more lengths to Commissioner G, followed by Macade, and far, far back, little later, is a distant trailer. They make their way around the bend with the favorites going at it on the inside. It's Jeopardy James, Eagle Man is right there, and Slugger. Those 3 are head to head to head. 4 lengths further back to Miami Mumbles. Trying to mount a rally, that's Suppress on the outside of King Nekia as they head for home. A trio across the track, and Slugger, the first timer, has the best of it right now. Eagle Man between horses. Jeopardy James trying to come back on the inside. 4 lengths to Miami Mumbles. Late rally from Suppress on the outside. It's Slugger to the front by a nick. On the inside, Jeopardy James is trying to come back for more. Slugger still leads it by a half. Jeopardy James dead game on the inside. It's going to be a tight photo finish. It's going to be... Wow. Looked like the first-time starter Slugger, the son of Bernardini from Mike Stidham, had the race won 7 yards from home. But gamely battling back was that high purchase horse, Jeopardy James, for the Leo stable. Trainer Arnaud Delacour. Winning jockey Daniel Centeno got the photo, returning 865, 4360. First timer Slugger ran a big one, 880 and 5 even. And third was the Miami Mumbles, returning 320. Your 111 exacta returned 107. 111.8 on the try, 495.80. And your dollar super, they've been paying well here at Delaware Park with the 9, $996.10. On we go to race number 2. It's a claiming $5,000 event going 6 furlongs in here. We have a field of 7 going postward. You can see they vied for favoritism between the 2, 3, and the 4. They're all 5-2. Let's watch. And they're off. These Blues breaks well, but has some company there. Down toward the inside, moving up, that's Keeping the Peace going for that lead. These Blues up on the outside. Looks like CC's Warrior also amongst that group. Toward the inside, the favorite My Birdie's in a good spot in 4th behind the top 3. Then comes Adulation, who's rushing up toward the outside. Pharaoh City has the rail, and Poppy's Two-Step is your trailer. Only about 5.5 lengths separates the field as they race into the turn. Keeping the Peace is there with These Blues up on the outside, CC's Warrior. Adulation's moving forwardly in 4th, and a gap of 3 to My Bernie has to get on track now in 5th, followed by Poppy's Two-Step and Pharaoh City toward the inside. 3/8 to go. We still have a battle on the front end. Toward the inside, Keeping the Peace. These Blues is there with Adulation. A 3-prong attack. CC's Warrior makes it a foursome as they hit the top of the turn. My Birdie still has a lot of work to do. Turning for home, we've got still 4 abreast. Almost 7 with a shot at the top of the turn. It's wide, wide open. Toward the inside, it's These Blues and Keeping the Peace. Rallying Pharaoh City. Saved all the ground around the bend and is putting in a nice run on the outside. It's These Blues trying to hold off Pharaoh City, who's charging up on the outside. And Pharaoh City will get up on the final yards. These Blues and there's a horse that we had a lot of angles for. A few folks watch the show regularly. Pharaoh City. This horse is now 3 for 3 at Delaware Park, but also dropping down from an A-than allowance race at Penn National, was working at Philadelphia Park, and we know how those park shippers do. But most of all, you know me, route to sprint. Got up there, throw out the route race last time, which he was in contention. His buyer before that was as good as any horse in the race, and he still paid $32. Lucas Berticelli on board for Ron Abrams. Second was the 5, These Blues, ran a good race there, and just missed. Jamie Ness has so far sent out a lot of runners, but it hasn't found the winner circle yet with lots of seconds and thirds, and third was the 2. 1-5 exact, return 204.20. 152 in the try, 729.60. The dollar super with a 7, $2,265. Pair ones in the double, return $125.80. On to race number 3, that kicks off the 50-cent pick 5 here at Delaware Park there. And in this race, they're going 6 furlongs, a nice allowance event for never won 2 other than. In here, we have a field of 8. And the favorite, well, the 8 horse on the outside, Release the Thunder for Christophe Clement, who's done very well with his shippers into Delaware Park. And whether it's dirt or the turf, he has a terrific percentage. In here, he's a 3-2 favorite. Golden Candy and Teak battling for second choices there at 5-2 and 2-1. Here's race number 3, again kicking off the pick 5. And they're off. Teak breaks well from the outside. Release the Thunder, the 2 favorites out there. Very well positioned in the early going. Navy Commander moves up between horses down toward the inside. That's Tommy Shelby. Up on the outside, Golden Candy's on the move as they make their way down the back stretch. Then a gap of 2 lengths further back to Pictor Aspect. And the trailers, Belita Boys, about 9 or 10 lengths already off that leader as they pass the half-mile marker. Solely out there is Teak, and Teak is winging it. Leads it now by almost 4 lengths. Navy Commander, Release the Thunder, side by side in second and third as they race into the bend. 2 lengths further back to Golden Candy trying to advance in fourth. Then Tommy Shelby's drop back a bit. Aspect trying to gain some ground, followed by Pictor and Belita Boys. Over a quarter to go with Teak still to catch. Release the Thunder's racing second. Golden Candy's making a big move on the outside, ready to take over that spot. 3 lengths further back to Aspect, trying to kick it in as they head for home. Right now, Teak is going to have some company. Here comes Golden Candy surging up on the outside. Release the Thunder next to the line. Aspect's coming with a run in the center of the track. Furlong to go. Golden Candy is taken on. Aspect, the one to worry about on the far outside. It's Golden Candy in front by a length. Aspect is rolling on the outside, and here comes Aspect rolling on by, wins it by a length.
What do you know? Back-to-back route to sprint winners. This one for Tim Ritchie. Last race on January the 27th, the Parks. Again, another race. He ran evenly around the track, faded down the lane, but cutting back to the sprint, comes charging down the lane for Roberto Alvarado Jr. riding for Tim Ritchie. 39.60, 12.40, and 7.60. Second of the 7, Golden Candy. Also ran a mile at Gulfstream Park, cutting back to the sprint for Anthony Pecoraro. And third was the 8. Exacta returned $185.20. The try, $461.80. The 1-6 route the sprint double, $922.20. The dollar pick 3 returned $865.80. And the superfecta with the 5, $690.50. If I forgot to mention, ownership was Tim Ritchie Racing Stables, Inc., and of course, trainer was Tim Ritchie. He doesn't have a whole lot of horses anymore, but he still gets the job done frequently. Let's move on to race number 4. This one's on the turf. We've been getting big fields for the turf races in here. Most of the time, there are 14 horses entered. We have a couple of scratches. Scratch the 8. Take out the 13. In this one, they're going 7.5 furlongs. In here, Gray Gary, a slight favorite. Jamie Ness is looking for that elusive first win with Trevor McCarthy aboard in this one.
Trying to settle the 9 down. And they're off. Can't take it with you from the far outside. Alphastest breaks well, is going to try and cross over and get that lead, and does so rather easily, but has company from Wine at the Beach toward the inside, who won't give that rail spot away. Wine at the Beach leads it by a head as they race into the turn. Alphastest, though, got a good spot from the outside post in second and going after the leader once again. Tappahannock settles into third nicely, then a length further back to Can't Take It With You as they make their way around the bend. Up on the outside, Dynaform's now taking over fourth. Can't Take It With You back in the fifth. Gray Gary saving ground with Quick Man in between horses as they make their way down the backstretch. Then comes Noonsight, 4 wide, followed by, next in line, the trailers are Makes Most Sense, and I Got the Brahms. Opening quarter went in 23 and 4, just over a half mile to go, and Alphastest has wrestled that lead away from Wine at the Beach, has it by a clear 2 lengths. Wine at the Beach racing in second, 2 lengths further back to Tappahannock in a good spot still in third. Dynaform racing fourth on the outside. Gray Gary begins to advance a bit toward the inside as they race into the turn. Quick Man is making a quick move around horses and quickly going after the leaders. They've got 3/8 to go. Alphastest by a length. Wine at the Beach second. Quick Man has moved up into third toward the inside. Tappahannock followed by Dynaform and Gray Gary as they head for home. On the outside, Wine at the Beach has taken over. Leads it now by a length and a half. Alphastest back into second, followed by Tappahannock. On the outside, Can't Take It With You, and Quick Man is hanging between horses. It's Wine at the Beach now, extending the margin to 4 lengths. They're battling for the bounce. They're across the track. It's going to be Wine at the Beach to win it. Makes Most Sense and Can't Take It With You in a tight.
And Carlson in coming off a big day on Monday, which he had 4 wins. Gets the win here with Wine at the Beach, sent out by Michael Moore. This one was working out at Parks and chipped the Monmouth Hork. Obviously had a bullet workout last time at Monmouth Park on the surface up there, and that's pretty good. And once again, Carol Cedeno on board for the win, and the owner was the Larizia Stable. And the winner returned 2440, 1040, and 640. Second was the 7. Can't Take It With You. Ran a good race for second there for Steve Glaceris, now stabled here at Delaware Park. The first time he's had a barn here, I think, in a few years there. Steve has about 20 so horses on the backstretch, 760, 460. And third was the 6, Makes Most Sense, returning 580. Your winning 4-7 exact returned $152.20. 4-7-6 on the try, 962.40. 6-4 double it. Healthy doubles today, $877. Another healthy pick 3, $3,114.50. Your superfecta with the 2, $3,478, and a healthy pick 4 once again, $7,497.50. The pick 4s have been paying very well so far at Delaware Park. Remember the one last Wednesday of $116,000 for the dollar payout? So you can't knock these fields right now. The field size is giving you good prices all the way around. We move on to race number 5. This one is a never won 3 lifetime 62.5 claimer. They're going 6 furlongs in here, and we have a field of 12. I mean, we're getting 12-horse fields for a lot of the dirt races, not just the turf races, but the dirt races too. In here, 12 horses entered, no scratches. The 5 Shackleford Road is a slight favorite at 2-1. Second choice is Fort Royal for Carol Cedeno, looking for back-to-back wins.
And they're off. Flat rate does break well. Down toward the inside, quickly on the move. There goes Shackleford Road, and Shackleford Road now 6 ahead in front. Up on the outside, Untangled Truth is right there going with that one, and Flat Rate is alongside, so we've got 3 of them within heads. Length further back to Tap It on the side, racing in 4th toward the inside. Up on the outside, Lucky Lovers moving up there, down toward the inside. That's Wilco's Golden Eye as they make their way to the turn, followed by Hollywood Overdogs. Then comes Twist Off as they make their way around the bend. On the front end, Untangled Truth leads it, but Flat Rate is pursuing that in second and going after that leader. Next in line, that's Lucky Lover's Boy. They've got a quarter to go toward the front end. Flat Rate picks ahead in front. Untangled Truth is trying to battle back in second. Lucky Lover's Boy is there far outside. Fort Royal trying to kick it in between horses. They've got about 4 of them now at the top of the stretch there. Flat Rate leads it, but here comes Fort Royal on the outside. Hollywood Overdogs making a run on the inside. Late run coming from Lucky Jr., but it's going to be Fort Royal beginning to edge away. Flat Rate hangs on the second, followed by Hollywood Overdog.
Carol Cedeno by far and away the leading rider so far. 4 wins Monday, a couple wins today. She gets the win from Mark Reed, who had this horse, actually has this horse down in Pimlico, was working out down there. Mark has some here at Delaware Park, I believe, and the owner, Smart Angle LLP. And the winner returned 740, 4 even, and 280. Second was the 6 Flat Rate. This was one of those New York shippers for Rapoli Stable, shipped down to Scott Lake. And Scott has the horse there, just missed in here. Had a good race for second, 766 even. And third, the 12 Hollywood Overdogs, who when I saw at the gate was 40-1 Lodi at the gate. When they crossed the line, 16-1, got some late money. This was a Route to Sprint horse too from Gulfstream Park. Closed for third, getting the show dough and returning 940. The exacta, 9 and 6, returned 63.60, 9, 6, 12 on the try, 730, 640. Your winning double, 4-9, $92.20. Another healthy pick 3, 649, $1,966.80. And your superfecta there with the 10, $1,351.40. Now, before we head to the back 5 at Delaware Park, we'll take a look and see what's on tap tomorrow, simulcast-wise. Here at Delaware Park for Thursday. It is June the 25th, and here they are. You know, Tuesdays, which are usually a slow day, have been. We have more tracks going on Tuesday than any day during the week right now because of the simulcast situation. Tracks wanting to run Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, not run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think there are more tracks on Tuesday than any day of the week right now, which did not happen for the last 5 or 10 years. Tuesday has been a very slow day, but now it's a very impactful day. Lots of horses, but lots of tracks, I should say. Tomorrow we start at 12 noon with Saratoga Harness, followed by Chester Downs is back open up there, and they are running at 12:25. Belterra at 12:35. Churchill Downs will get underway at 1 o'clock. They're on their last week, I believe, of racing out there. They have a big week coming up, a big day coming up on Saturday with some big races, I know, down there at the Downs. 1:15 for Belmont Park. 2:20 for Indiana Downs, who's off to a great start out there with lots of horses and some good turf racing too. Then it's 3:45 for Woodbine. They used to run on Wednesday night at 6:45. Now they're taking that that midday angle, 3:45, running into the evening hours. Of course, they have lights there. They can run, until 8 o'clock if they want to. But there are 3:45 posts on Thursday now. 4 o'clock for Vernon Downs. 5:30, Canterbury, which you didn't see last year very often because they were running at nighttime. Now they're running during the afternoon and midday, so you can see some of their races. 6:30 is Hoosier, 6:30 Rideau Carl, and 6:30 for Scioto. 6:50 for Evangeline, 7 o'clock for Charlestown and Woodbine Harness, 7:05 for Yonkers, and around 8 o'clock, Emerald Downs just got underway, I believe today was their opening day, so they're running at 8 o'clock. They ran during the afternoon here on Wednesday. I think it was a 5:45 post, I believe, for Emerald Downs, but they're 8 o'clock on Thursday. That's your simulcast schedule. Once again, we'll be replaying the Wednesday night show for you tomorrow night there. We'll pick up the Thursday shows when we get back to live racing on Thursday on July 16th. Now let's pick things up with race number 6 on the card today. They're going a mile in here. These are $8,000 claimers in here. Well-balanced field here, as you can see. The favorite there, well, it's a co-favorites between the 6 and the 4, both at 7-2. So Sublime just won last week, looking for a double already in the first week of racing here at Delaware Park. I believe he's undefeated. Let me check my stats here. So Sublime has had 3 starts at Delaware Park with 3 wins, going for 4 for 4. Let's watch.
And they're off. That's a pretty even start for them all. Diamond Setter breaks well. Up on the outside, So Sublime, going to go with that one in the early going. Up on the far outside, Pumpkin Star looking for a spot. Won't find one in the early going as they race around that first turn. So Sublime comes out on top. Pumpkin Star on the outside is going to go with that one now into that second spot as they race around the bend. They're bunched up in behind. Savvy Street has the inside track. My Eminence on the far outside. Wild About Dib between horses, followed by Diamond Setter. Then a gap of 2.5 lengths further back to Purimeter. And the trailer is Monkey's Medal. Opening quarter went in 24-2 as they make their way down the back stretch. So Sublime looking for another win here at Delaware Park. Leads it by about 1.25 lengths. Pumpkin Star's right there in second up on the outside. My Eminence in a good spot in third. Then a gap of over 2 to Wild About Dib. Diamond Setter to the outside. The gray Savvy Street has the rail. 2.5 to Perimeter. Another 4 lengths further back to the late running Monkey's Medal. Half one in 47-3. They pick the tempo up as they race into the turn. It's still So Sublime, Pumpkin Star, and My Eminence across the track. Wild About Dib is trying to gain in that 4th spot, followed by Diamond Setter. Then comes Savvy Star as they make their way around the bend. Pumpkin Star looks it by about a neck right now. So Sublime is trying to battle back. My Eminence on the outside, 3 across the track. Wild About Dib looking for a seam to run through. May have found one right there. And up on the outside, Diamond Setter, 5 with a shot with a furlong to go. Pumpkin Star trying to hold on. Wild About Dib splitting horses. On the outside, Diamond Setter hanging just a bit there with a furlong to go. It's between horses. Wild About Dib. Pump on the outside. It's Diamond Setter. It's Wild About Dib and Diamond Setter. Wild About Dib will win it. Diamond Setter.
And Jamie Ness gets off the snide here with this win. Wild About Dib. This one was claimed at Philly Park 2 starts ago. Has been trained in Philadelphia Parks. Of course, Jamie has horses everywhere. Maryland Parks here in the Delaware Park. He has a big contingent on the backstretch there. Gets the W. He's going to be tough to beat for the trainers race, I'm pretty sure, with as many horses as he has back there, and a lot of them in winnable spots. Trevor McCarthy gets the win. 10 even, 640, and 4 even. Second was the 3 Diamond Setter. Abner Adorno's been off to a pretty good start there. He's got, I think, a couple of wins there and a couple of good seconds there for a guy that doesn't ride much around these parts until last year. He's making a name for himself there, getting some nice mounts. And the 6 Pumpkin Star for Cedeno finished 3rd in that one for Scott Lake. Exacta returned $70. Your try, 236, returned $255.60. The 9-2 double, $43.80. That pick 3, $343.30. And your superfecta with the 5 comes back $421.15. Now we're going back to the turf for race number 7. This is an allowance event, and A other than for fillies and mares. They're going 1 mile on the turf. Scratches in here, take out the 7, take out the 8, scratch the 10, and scratch the 12. That still left us with a pretty competitive 10-horse field. In here, the one Sister O'Toole was 2-1 for Trevor McCarthy, and Graham Motion has had a very fine year. Graham's been winning races everywhere, whether it's Florida or Kentucky, you name it. Graham's got some good ones in his barn, and this is one he's hoped it's going to turn out to be a nice horse. Let's watch.
Get the 14 straightened away in the gate, and they're off. It's a pretty good start for them all. Down toward the inside. No one really wants that lead early on. You can see it. There are 4 across the track. There are none of them being hustled for that lead there. But in between horses, 50 Shades of Hay will come out on top by a slim margin over Sugar Fix, who moves up alongside in second as they make their way into that bend. Sister O'Toole making A ground-saving move around that first turn there will save the ground, followed by Jalaka in between horses. Up on the outside, 3 wide, Memphis Showboat under a nice hold, tugging at the bit there. Then a gap of 2 lengths further back on the inside, Pat's No Fool, followed by Mandetta on the outside. Opening quarter goes in. 24 seconds leisurely tempo being set on the front end as they make their way down the backstretch. 50 Shades of Green has it by about a neck. Sugar Fix is right there alongside, though, in second. Up on the outside, Memphis Showboat is there. Jalaka between horses, and down toward the inside, that's Sister O'Toole. Then comes Pat's No Fool with nowhere to go as they make their way into the turn. Mendetta's up there 3 wide around the back stretch as they make their way into the turn. They've gone the half in 47 and 4, and on the front end, it's still Sugar Fix on the outside, 50 Shades of Green on the inside. It's still 2 lengths to Sister O'Toole, who has the rail still, as they make their way toward the top of the stretch. Now Sugar Fix leads it by maybe a length. Trying to battle back toward the inside, 50 Shades of Green. Sister O'Toole now getting out, has a run coming. Jalaka is next in line, but it's Sugar Fix who got the jump. Now edging away by 2 lengths. On the outside, Sister O'Toole is trying to close in second. Sugar Fix is holding on there gamely. Sister O'Toole is coming fast, but Sugar Fix and Carol Sedania will get it.
Sugar Fix gets the win. Carol Sedania picks up another one for veteran trainer Ned Allard, who has a barn here at Delaware Park there, and he can get the job done certainly. This one claimed for $20,000 2 starts ago at Tampa Bay. Seemed to be a nice claim. Won an A other than at Tampa last time out there. And wins this one. Sedania aboard, returning 864 even, 320. Second, the one Sister O'Toole for Graham Ocean and Trevor McCarthy, 340 and 260. Third was the 4 BB's Busted for Alvarado, returning 420. Your 5-1 exacta returned $25.20, 5-1-4 try, $149.60. The double, $40 even. Pick 3, $99.50. The superfecta, it'll return. Do we have it up there? There it is. The superfecta with the 3, $283, and nobody hit the pick 5. 4 to 5, $284.80. Carry over for Saturday, nearly $15,000 in the pick 5. Take a good look at that. Let's move on to race number 8, an A other than allowance event going 6 furlongs in here for 3-year-olds and up. In here, you can scratch the scratch the 5 in here, and also take out the 2. Heavy favorite was the 4, Bright Dawn. Sedania looking for another win on the card.
And they're off. Gin and Platonic breaks well toward the outside. Yabba Dabba Dude is there toward the inside, trying to challenge for the lead, but Gin and Platonic will outrace the field down the backside. Leads it by about a length and a half. Yabba Dabba Dude racing second. Chill Factor is right there in third. And Jovis rushing up inside track racing fourth as they make their way past the half-mile marker. On the front end, Gin and Platonic leads it by a clear 2 lengths. Up on the outside, Smithwick Spice is challenging for that second spot as they race into the turn. Yabba Dabba Dude has the inside track in third. Then a length further back on the move, Shawnee P's moving nicely in fourth. Going after the leaders, Bright Dawn trying to rally 3 wide for Sedania from the back of the pack. They're quickly bunching up. Jovis has the rail, and Chill Factor is now last. They've got a quarter to go, and we have a threesome once again across the track. On the front end, Gin and Platonic. Up on the outside, Smithwick Spice far outside. Here comes Shawnee P. Those 3 are doing it now with a furlong to go. Bright Dawn is trying to rally in behind him. On the outside, Shawnee P. forging to the front now, begins to edge away. Smithwick Spice is trying to hang in there in second, followed by Bright Dawn. It's going to be Shawnee P.
Shawnee P. claimed by the Winning Connections, No Guts, No Glory Farm, and Erica Upton for $10,000 back in November at Laurel, has since gone on to win. That's about the 3rd win. This is an allowance event. Won another allowance event a couple starts ago. Nice claim for 10 grand. The X-Man Xavier Perez for John Robb, who's been very hot the last, I'd say, year or so. Winner returns 10-20, 6 even, 260. The 8, Smithwick Spice, ran a good second, 13-20, 440. And third was the 4, Bright Dawn for Sedania, returning 220. Exacta, $91. The 384 try, 225.20. The double, 41 even. Your pick 3 returned 168 even. And the superfecta with a 9, 436. That pick 4 returned $682.10. On to the 9th race on the card. Bottom claimers, 4,000 claimers, going 5.5 furlongs in here. Scratch the 2, and the favorite in here was the 9, Knockout Kid for Brian Pedroza at 4 to 5.
And they're off. Sherry's Win breaks well. Bobby Song alongside, down toward the inside, moving up there. Here comes along the rail on the move. That is Franz Salsa. The favorite has gone up there to vie for that top spot as they make their way down the back stretch. Miss Lamborghini's among that group. We've got about 3 or 4 of them once again dueling for that top spot as they race past the half-mile marker. Then comes Knockout Kid toward the outside. Down on the inside, Sherry's Win, followed by Top Hat Tizzy. And Bobby Song has now dropped back to last as they make their way around the bend. Jazzy Judah comes out on top by a half over Miss Lamborghini, and Fran Salsa toward the inside. Up on the outside, Knockout Kid is on the move now, going 3 wide around the bend there, but gaining some ground down toward the inside. Looking to move up, that is Ballerina Kitten as they hit the top of the turn, and Jazzy Judah has the lead by about 3 lengths. Knockout Kid continues the chase, followed by Fran Salsa, then Miss Lamborghini on the outside, Ballerina Kitten. But with the 16th to go, it's Jazzy Judah holding sway. Jazzy Judah will prevail under Deidre Panis.
Jazzy Judah gets the win. Deidre Panis, I believe, her first win of the year, maybe her first mount of the year, looks like. Mike Gorham for Old Coach Farm gets the win at big odds, 45-67, 25-40. Second 9, Knockout Kid, 260-240. Third was the 3, Top Hat Tizzy, 540. Exacta, 118. The try, 734. 3-6 double, 119. Pick 3, 442. And your superfecta with the 1, just over $1,000. Let's turn to the 10th and final today from Delaware Park. In here, scratch the 5 favorite. Heavy favorite was the 6.
And they're off. Toward the inside, that's Just What I Needed and We Arch. They're out there together. Tapping My Heart is also right there as they're battling across the track for that early lead. Only one taken back is Action Absolute D's, who will save a lot of ground toward the inside. Getting the worst of it was the first-timer Jenny Any Spot up on the outside. Just What I Needed leads it by 3 parts of a length. We Arch is racing second, followed by Tapping My Heart toward the inside, and rushing up now quickly into contention from the far outside. There goes Just Maritza, circling the field around the clubhouse turn. Lost a lot of ground there, but has the lead. Just Maritza has it now by about 2 1/4 lengths. Just What I Needed racing second, then a gap of a length further back to We Arch in third. Harmonic Thunder, the favorites, going on nicely in fourth, then a gap of 3 Action Absolute D's, followed by Tapping My Heart. First-timer Jenny Any Spot is struggling down the backstretch. Half goes in 48-2 as they make their way into the turn. Just Maritza now relinquishes that lead just a bit as Just What I Needed now takes over, followed by We Arch, and the favorite Harmonic Thunder is making a 3-wide move. They're bunched up the first 4. Action Absolute D's is next in line, followed by Tapping My Heart, and Jenny Any Spot is the distant trailer. 3/8 to go, and as they make their way around the bend, Just What I Needed on the inside, Harmonic Thunder on the outside. Harmonic Thunder now powers to the front as they turn for home. They've covered the 6 furlongs in 1:13-2. Harmonic Thunder now striding away by 3 by 4 lengths. Action Absolute D's rallies on the outside, and the second Just What I Needed is fading in third, followed by We Arch with under 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Harmonic Thunder in front by 3. Action Absolute D's is driving
Favorite
inside.
Harmonic Thunder gets it done for Angel Suarez and Tom Iannotti the 4th with the win in the nightcap. And the winner here returning, there it is, 320. Second the 4, and third was the 1. Exacta returned 840. The try, 1720. Pair of 6s in the double, $82. Pick 3 returned 137.20, and your superfecta with the 2, $80.60. That's a wrap on the Wednesday action. What was our handle today? Well, look at it, 2.599,954, almost $2.6 million. Handle's been very good, and the fields have been very good so far at Delaware Park. Hope you can join us on Saturday. We have 9 races carded. First post at 1:15. Good night, everybody.